In this video, we review the 2024 Toyota RAV4. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more cool content. The 2024 Toyota RAV4 will mark what we expect to be the 6th year of production for the current generation RAV4. Since the model's introduction for 2019, Toyota has only tinkered at the margins by adding some new tech features and new trim levels. But considering the RAV4's sales success, it's perhaps understandable that Toyota doesn't want to mess too much with success. We expect this trend to continue for the 2024 RAV4, especially as rumors circulate about a new generation due for the 2025 model year. Toyota may do away with the gas engine and shift the RAV4 to an entirely hybrid lineup. For now, however, the RAV4 competes with more recently redesigned rivals such as the Honda CR-V and Kia Sportage. Performance. How does the RAV4 drive? The RAV4 doesn't impress here, unfortunately. The engine is whirling around town, and passing and merging are drama-free. But if you're in a huge rush, you might notice the engine's ultimately modest power delivery. In our testing, our RAV4 adventure test vehicle needed 9.1 seconds to cover 0 to 60 miles per hour, which is slightly slower than the class average. Another gripe we have is with the steering, which is vague at the center point and doesn't have appropriate levels of feel and heft. As such, it's easy to misjudge your level of input. In better news, the RAV4's optional upgraded all-wheel drive system includes rear axle torque vectoring and more advanced traction control systems with selectable terrain settings and hill descent control. These systems, plus respectable ground clearance, give the RAV4 Adventure above-average off-road ability for a small SUV. Comfort. How comfortable is the RAV4? The RAV4 suspension is tuned to strike a good balance between control and softness. The body doesn't bound or float when you drive over bumps, and small to moderate impacts are absorbed without much drama. As for the front seats, they are nicely sculpted and padded appropriately, but the seat bottoms begin to feel flat on longer drives. The passenger side's lack of adjustment can also make it difficult to find a comfortable position. At highway speeds, the RAV4 is generally quiet. The exception is when you hit the gas for a burst of speed, at which point the engine sound gets rather coarse. We do like the climate system's performance. Air distribution is ideal, with forward vents that can be closed off completely and vents for the rear seat. Interior. How's the interior? The driving position, roominess, and ease of getting in and out are all good. But the RAV4 would score higher if the front passenger seat wasn't set so high or could be adjusted down on most trims. Only the RAV4 Limited gets a power-adjustable front passenger seat. The driver's seat and steering will have a good range of adjustment, but tall drivers might want a smidge more adjustability. Outward visibility is praiseworthy. The control layout is intuitive with large, easy-to-read labeling. The audio system and climate system controls are islands unto themselves, and everything else is right where you expect it to be. The big rubberized climate control knobs are nice too. Our only gripe is that the touchscreen is too far away from the driver. The tuning knob, in particular, requires a reach to twist. Technology. How's the tech? The RAV4's interface has a mix of touchscreen and fixed buttons, and both are easy to learn without consulting the owner's manual. But even though the RAV4 is relatively new, the touchscreen's graphics look dated. The sound system works well enough, but it's nothing special. You do get standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration. It's a good thing too since Toyota's native Intune software remains clunky. The standard suite of driver aids is impressive. It includes adaptive cruise control that works down to 0 miles per hour, automatic emergency braking, drowsy driver detection, automatic high beams, lane keeping assistance and something called line tracing assist, which is an active, but not hands-free, steering aid. Storage. The RAV4's cargo hold is nearly the biggest in its class. You get 37.5 cubic feet with the rear seats up and 69.8 cubic feet with them stowed. The RAV4 is also easy to load thanks to a low cargo floor. Up front, the cabin has numerous shelves and bins to handle assorted road trip paraphernalia. If you're planning on towing, certain versions of the RAV4 can pull up to 3,500 pounds, which is above average for a small SUV. Parents with young kids will appreciate the RAV4. It's easy to locate and connect safety seats to the lower car seat anchors. Likewise, tethering to the 3 upper anchors is straightforward. Forward-facing seats and boosters fit readily, but installing a rear-facing infant seat on the passenger side will likely require scooting the front seat up. The too high front passenger seat is the issue. Fuel economy. The EPA estimates the RAV4 will get 28 to 30 miles per gallon in combined city/highway driving, depending on the powertrain and trim level. We drove an AWD adventure carrying 3 people, equipment and luggage for more than 7,000 miles. And over a variety of road and weather conditions, we averaged 28.6 miles per gallon. Our best tank was 32.3 miles per gallon and the worst was 25.6 miles per gallon.